6 feet 7 inches, number 22, Andrew Wiggins. From Washington State, number 11, Clay Thompson. And from Davidson, number 30, let's hear it for your Golden State Warriors.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting. A city whose fortunes have risen astronomically in this era of new technology. Now in Oakland, the Warriors were comfortable and successful in an arena that they had played in since the late 60s. But for a franchise that aspires to be light years ahead of the competition, moving to a billion-dollar stadium seemed obvious. Kevin?
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Morris.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4 spot. And for Golden State, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team.
Make
they're
that
the
your
4th
playoff.
seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Thompson against Beverly. Passes it to George. Clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Yeah, Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And he knocks down the first one. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And the first one drops. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. Leonard kicks to George. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Morris passes to George. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Zubac. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Inside, Wiggins, and the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. They get it back.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
That's good for George on the assist by Beverly.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Curry kicks to Chris. Back to Curry. A three-pointer off the mark.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
The Warriors making a switch here. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Leonard against Wiggins. 2 points. That one goes.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You take a look at Los Angeles. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And right now for the Clippers, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
And once the playoffs do arrive, they won't be intimidated. They got underdogs early on, but during the course of the regular season, they've proven they can handle any situation and any opponent, no matter how tough.
And again, no good by Golden State. Clippers leading by 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Beverly feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Morris finds George, fires the three. Wiggins with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And Green slams it in.
And Draymond Green sees that he can get out into the lane. He can run the floor with some speed.
Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. There's the pass to George. Over Thompson. Zubac trying to break loose. And too long on the shot.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Traps in the tray.
This is why Klay Thompson is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Leonard. And here's George. Covered by Wiggins. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
About Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
Here's Poole. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Wiggins passes to Poole. Right at the free throw line. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Beverly with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Leonard against Wiggins. The 19-foot shot. Leonard, no luck.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And here's Chris after Paul George getting his three to go. Here's Thompson. Got it from 16 feet. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
And Klay Thompson comfortable shooting under pressure. It's as long as he spots the rim and gets into that one-piece motion, it's a good shot for this offense.
Back to Beverly. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard kicks to Morris. Pass to Beverly. It's George on the wing. Back to Beverly. Launches it. Morris trying to free himself up. The Warriors pull it in. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors, trailing by 2. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverly is one of them.
And Patrick Beverly always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverly plays on, you're going to have to go through that.
And the first one at the line is good. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible, and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support it.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Green passes to Poole. Back to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Lou Williams. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
He's off on the first.
A lot of talk surrounding Draymond Green between the coaches and the teammates is the fact that he's the emotional leader of this team. Now, sometimes that's in accord with what you do, and sometimes it keeps you a little off balance, but no doubt Draymond Green is the spark for this ball club.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes it to Green. Dishes it to Jackson. From 13, that one drops for him. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Green finds Wiggins. Here's Pascal. 5 on the clock. Here's Poole. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That one is off. Looney's checked in for Green. He hits the second from the line. And the Clippers have possession. Jackson looking around. Green kicks to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shamet. Off target with his 3. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Wiggins against Jackson. And the layup is good. And the Warriors lead by 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here's Shamet. He had 10 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Poole. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Jackson. He had 16 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. And here is Williams. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Williams against Wiggins. And that one is good. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
For three, Williams. The shot off that time, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
He gets that one. 6 points for Andrew Wiggins. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Williams. Wiggins with some nice D.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Oh, size and reach and timing. That's all Montrezl Harrell there, throwing that one out.
And Looney sends it back. Green passes to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Poole. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Wiggins drives in. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him. And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Jackson against Wiggins, and the basket by Jackson.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Poole the pass to Looney. Here's Poole. He's defended by Harrell. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Poole's got 5 now.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Wiggins. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead as they end the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare, rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Curry. He's out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Pascal in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson after the miss from Stephen Curry. Green deciding where to go with it. To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
That free throw, no good. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as
both
a big.
ends of the floor. I totally agree. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time 6th Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And that one falls for Jackson.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
And now here's Chris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Poke loose. Curry against Jackson. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now the pass to Chris. Right wing. Here's Pascal. He's covered by Leonard. Nice shot by Thompson.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
There's Jackson with the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
How about Clay that time finishing on the drive, fighting, clawing, scratching his way around the D.
Now Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The drive by Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry against Jackson. From 12 feet out, Curry's shot is off. Clippers trail by 9. Outside Jackson. To the middle. His first shot coming late, and the basket is good. Harrell's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Chris. Here's Pascal. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Morris with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Thompson. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
As passing another high point in that game, he made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Can't get it to fall. Thompson looking for an opening. Pass to Curry. Back to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Beverly against Thompson. On the wing, Morris. 5 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Beverly against Thompson. Beverly, the pass to Harrell. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Curry. Here's Chris. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Clippers trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. They grabbed their own miss. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Passes to Jackson. Here's Leonard. The pass to Beverly. Here's the three. And that one is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Curry, good. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Steph with a great read there, tricky on the inside, and exploits the defense with a good read.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Paul George. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's getting around 16 points a game,
3 assists and 4 rebounds, and he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Here's Green. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Green. And the rejection by Zubats. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Shot clock at 2. Chris gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George. Morris with the ball. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Green dishes to Thompson. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Harrell.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
And he can't get the first one. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he sinks the second. Warriors leading by 11. And here's Thompson. He's got 12. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Nice D from Williams. Clippers trail by 11. Now here is George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Here's Morris. They get it again. Zubats off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Thompson. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 11-point game.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Warriors shooting the ball at 42%. George against Thompson. Covered by Morris. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's a tough finish. Even from that range, he has a hard time against that kind of defense inside.
Leonard kicks to Williams. Zubats with it. Looney on him. And that one is good from Zubats. Here's Curry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to...
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Pretty good at coming up with steals. Last year, Lou Williams averaged 1.1 a game. That's a pretty good strength when you got that kind of speed.
Curry passes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. They need this one. It doesn't go for him.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to Morris. Over Thompson. Morris, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Curry against Williams. Curry passes to Looney. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Curry against Williams. Three-pointer. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, during his career, Lou Williams has been a decent threat from the three-point line, around 35%. Good at stretching out the court.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Warriors on top. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it, we can come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their playmakers are showing up tonight, seeing the court well, moving the basketball. That's why they had so many assists in the first half. And they're not just relying on ISO plays to generate points.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So for the Clippers right now, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Outside, Green. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Beverly for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. The Warriors shooting 40% from the field. Passes it to Chris. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And the technical free throw is good. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Beverly. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thompson. Wiggins right side. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And we see this so many times. The defense so concerned with Klay Thompson's shooting ability that he's able to burn them with moving the ball.
Zubac kicks to George. And there's the pass to Leonard. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Curry against Beverly. Curry passes to Thompson. Now Chris. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And misses it off the right side of the rim. George with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins, and it's George missing. The Warriors lead it. Green taking his time here. He dishes it to Curry. A three-pointer, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. He kicks to Curry. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And it's Chris in the corner. Tries a three. Knocks down the three ball. Chris has got 5.
Quick decision-making from Marquise Chris. Fantastic at knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Wiggins against Beverly. Wiggins with the block, and they'll keep possession. Warriors leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Chris throws it down.
Man, it seemed like Marquise Chris was not going to be denied, and he wasn't.
Pass to Leonard. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And that one misses.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Green comes in for Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George. Good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 6. Curry passes to Pascal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Clippers trail by 9. Here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Over Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Well, scoring from the wing is a necessity in the NBA, and that tells you a little bit about the value of these guys, the highest scoring small forwards in the league since the All-Star break. Second is Kawhi Leonard.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
I don't think in terms of offense there can be any more potent group of players in the league. Having one of them on the wing means having someone that can carry a team offensively for extended periods of time whenever necessary.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Poole. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 9. Everly with the ball. Pass to Green. A fadeaway, and there it is for him. Here's Poole. And the pass to Pascal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Scholes got 5 points in the quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Beverly. Curry with the defensive effort.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Smailagic. No good on that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Leonard against Wiggins. Leonard dishes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Curry on the wing. Defended by Beverly. Pascal, the pass to Wiggins. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Warriors leading by 9. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And here's Beverly. Pass to Harrell. There's the dish to Green. Outside Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Williams comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Back to Harrell, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Wiggins. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Warriors lead by 13.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Williams can't get it to go. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Wiggins kicks to Curry. He's guarded by Williams. It's good. He's got 6.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Now, here's Shamet, covered by Wiggins. A three-pointer is right on target. And that's 13 points for Reggie Jackson.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Wiggins surveying the floor. He's covered by Shamet. 5 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Clippers with the ball. Clippers trail by 12. Jackson passes to Williams. Back to Jackson. They kick it out to Green. Clock at 6. Outside Williams. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Warriors leading by 12. Curry passes to Pascal. Green with the rebound.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Williams. Harrell trying to free himself up. Williams can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Looney. Stolen by Jackson. They break it out. 5 on 3. And it's Shamet missing. He's guarded by Williams. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Trains it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Williams. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
On defense, the Warriors. The lead is 15. And George kicks to Harrell. Outside Williams. With the floater. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Curry on the wing. Back to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Outside, George pulls it from the elbow. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Clippers trail by 17. He's looking for Williams and finds him. It's good. Williams has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in. There's 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jackson passes to George. From outside, off the mark. Wiggins outside. 1 second left. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
There's a lot of guards in this league that have a difficult time with the size of Klay Thompson. He uses it to his advantage to get those kind of calls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Klay Thompson is really a guy you have to respect with how even-keeled he is out there on the floor. Never too high, never too low, and very much in control of his emotions.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Green. Klay Thompson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And there's Chris. That's the Warriors' foul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Marquise Chris getting more and more used to using his body on the inside and dealing with the contact.
At the line for 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Chris.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers trail by 19. Jackson kicks to Zubats. Pass to Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. And Thompson sends it back.
Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender. But him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
Fades. Green, no luck.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Williams looking around. Jackson against Wiggins. And Thompson sends it back. To the left side wing. Launches a 3. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George passes to Jackson. Passes it to Morris. George with the ball. Now Green defending. George dishes to Jackson. That one wide left. Warriors leading by 19 points. Knocked away. Wiggins against Williams. Thompson outside from deep three-point range. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists now tonight. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Outside, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A 3 from Morris. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Green. George with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. George against Wiggins. Left side, Jackson. Wiggins against Jackson. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Shot clock at 6. Covered by Morris. There's Green with the 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for Reggie Jackson. Los Angeles calls timeout. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going. And you get to go to any game you want to.
Yeah.
So sign me up for that
With courtside
job.
seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be 2 pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. On defense, the Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's George. Shot clock at 5 to end the cold streak. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. Let's see if he can cash in now at the line.
When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. So he gets them both. Warriors leading by 20. Outside Curry. Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Chris throws it down.
That's all about shot selection there from Marquise Chris. A good one and a good focused concentration.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wiggins outside. 4 on the clock. From deep. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 assists here tonight.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Thompson against George. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Curry outside. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The pass to Zubac. Here's Beverly. High arcing shot. It's blocked.
That's some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
Thompson outside. Lets a floater go. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George against Thompson. Kicks it out to Leonard. No good on the triple.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Thompson, that's good from 17 feet away. Thompson's got 11 in the second half.
A lot of dialogue around the league as to whether or not Klay Thompson could bear the brunt of being a main scorer on a team. Well, tonight proving it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson. Ray, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. there are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And he makes both free throws. And here's Golden State. They're on a 17-6 run. Over to the wing. To the inside. Looney with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Magruder passes to Mann. All alone. Can't hit that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. Bowman passes to Lee. Here's Looney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Magruder. Pass to George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time. And that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue to grow.
Shooting one.
To the paint.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Paul George. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And George with the stuff.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
Pass to Bowman. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Great tee that time from Green.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Assisted. Man.
Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Man passes to Patterson. 5 to shoot. Here's Magruder. Off target from three-point range. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
First one falls for him. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further, to keep him around the coach.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Passes it to Bowman. No good on the three. And it's the Clippers' ball. And Leonard has it in the corner. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we got rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.